Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry if there's a ring light glare in my glasses, but that's just kind of how it has to be. So today's going to be a fun video. I'm excited. I'm going to be going through my top 10 favorite records that I have at the moment, that I have on repeat going through. And I'm just going to kind of tell you why it's my favorite, and yeah, it should be fun. So let's get right into it. So the first record that I have today is none other than John Mayer, Continuum. And this album, it doesn't look like anything really, but it's the album cover with like the glossy, there you can see, kind of see his face. It's just all white but glossy on the actual album cover. I'll throw in what it actually looks like here. Such an amazing album. This is probably number one, honestly, like in my life. I love John Mayer. I have ever since I was younger and my parents discovered him. His very first album, Room for Squares, that is also a really good album, but something about this one is just so iconic. I love it. Definitely number one, honestly, almost in my life. Like, I would say that this has got to be one of my favorite, if not my favorite album ever. So I don't know, it just takes me back to like my youth a little bit. And John Mayer is such an amazing guitar player. He is an amazing singer. He's so good at performing. He honestly is the reason that I wanted to play guitar. He's the reason that I had any inspiration to do that, so shout out to him for that. The back just has the track lists, and there is two discs, but there is side A and B of both. So this is just all of the songs. And then on the inside is the two records, and they each have like a picture cover. So good! These could be honestly a poster if you wanted, but I like to keep my vinyl in the packaging that they came in. I find that they just last longer, they stay better condition. And then on the back of each of these is every song and all of the lyrics, and then a few pictures. And then he did give a shout out to like everyone that kind of had to do with the making of this album, and he gave them a little bit of credit and just like a little tidbit. But this album is definitely number one on my list, and I highly recommend, if you are into guitar, or if you haven't heard of John Mayer, where have you been? This is definitely the album to listen to first if you want to get to know him. So that's that. The rest aren't in any particular order. I just am gonna kind of go through. Next on the agenda is Fleetwood Mac, Rumours. If you don't know about them, if you don't know about this album, you are sleeping on it. Definitely get it. It's very close up there, honestly, with John Mayer. If you don't know it, you need to know it. Such an amazing album. This album came out in the 70s, I believe 77 or 78, and it still stands to this day. Like, it's still so high up on charts and everything. Like, you still hear it in commercials to this day. You still hear it like across all social media platforms. It's had such an impact, and it's definitely such a good record. So the front of this one is, we've got Stevie Nicks and Mr. Fleetwood here, and then on the back is just the whole band, a few pictures. And then we've got the record inside, which just comes in like a coated, like just a basic, but there is this call out here, and it's kind of like a poster as well. It's just got a bunch of pictures of the band and everything. And then on the inside, it has all of the lyrics to all of the songs. Pick this record up if you have not already. It is so good on vinyl. It sounds amazing on my record player, and it really takes me back. It reminds me of my parents every time I listen to it, and it reminds me of just being young and being out at the cabin in the summertime and having this play. So it's very good. That is the second one. A little bit of a newer age is Changes, Justin Bieber. This album is such a vibe. I could listen to this. Every song on this album to me is such a banger. This is a record where I don't skip any song on it. Like, I can listen to the whole thing through, and it's his best album in my opinion. Just got the red cover with a little pic of him there with all his tattoos, and then the inside is just like some of the track names in graffiti, kind of this picture, and then all of the details about every song. It's like everyone who had to do with making that track. And then the back has the track list. And then when you go open it, this is really cool because the records are actually red, which is so sick. Yeah, and there is as well a side A and B to both of these. I've always liked Justin Bieber. He is a very good artist. He has a great voice. He's grown up a lot. Every song on here basically makes me want to dance. It's just so good, and I love it. So that's the next one. Next we'll go Leon Bridges. Such a good record. Discovered him a couple years ago, I want to say. Actually from my sister. She found his song Beyond, and it's so cute. I love that song, and it's just, his voice is like different, and he's got this different kind of sound. It's like old school mixed with new. It's very fun, and she actually got me this for my birthday one year, and it's so good. Every song on it is amazing. We've got the front, we've got just a picture of him, and then on the back it's got side 1 and side 2 with all of the tracks, another picture. We've just got the black vinyl, and then a picture of him with like a nod to his fans, and just a little tidbit from him. But this is the kind of music that I like to listen to that sounds truly vinyl. He's just kind of got that old school sound, and it sounds so good with that little crackle of the record player. He's so different, and I love all of his music. He actually has collabed with a lot of people as well, and I love that music too, but his solo stuff is just so stunning. I love it. Highly recommend. Alright, next we'll go with James Taylor. This album is dear to my heart. It definitely reminds me of my childhood a lot. I believe this is the Greatest of James Taylor album, and it's just got more of like all of his hits, but all of his music is so amazing, you guys, and this record is gotta be my favorite just because it's probably my most heard and it takes me back, but it's so stunning. All of the songs in it are just nostalgic in my opinion. It's very simple, just all white with the tracks on the front, and then the inside is just again, every song with kind of like the who had taken part in the producing of it. And then if we open it up, it's kind of got a cool sleeve of just him. I believe this picture is from the actual time that the album was being made. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, but it's very cool, and this is from the 70s, I believe. And then the back is just black, but we've just got the black record inside. The music makes me feel some type of way when I listen to this album. If you need a little old school pick me up, this is definitely the record to buy. Alright, so the next one is kind of going to be 2 in 1. I can't decide between these two, so I just said, why not both? So if you do not know the band Laney, then you really, really, really need to introduce yourself to them. Their music is so outstanding. I highly recommend. The lead singer has a great voice. Just the producing of it, the sounds that they use, the instruments that they play. I could not pick between these two albums to show my favorite. They're both so stunning. I love them both so much. This band, ever since I found them, I've been obsessed. I love all of their work. There's not one song that I do not like of theirs. This is their 2018 album, I believe, and it's Malibu Nights. So amazing. This is always on repeat. I love it so much. The artwork, and they're so talented, and it just is so amazing. I actually discovered Laney through John Mayer. I went in 2017 to his concert. He came to Edmonton, John Mayer, and Laney was opening, and they were amazing. I had never seen anything like it, and I had never heard of them before that, so maybe I slept on them for a little bit, but now that I found them, I cannot let them go. They're so amazing. And then the second album is their newest in 2020, Mama's Boy. So good. Again, highly recommend. They have such a unique sound in my opinion, and I love both of these records so much. So if you haven't heard of Laney, go check them out now. I love everything about them. So this album is just really simple. It's called Malibu Nights, so I'm assuming they just took inspiration from that and they made this very just aesthetic calm cover with the little moon, and then the back just has the track list, and then on the inside there is just the record in a blue casing, but then it does have a poster if you want. It just says Laney. Again, I just like to leave mine in there because to me it's part of the record. That's it for that one. And then on Mama's Boy, this is very cool. It's just like a neon kind of cowboy sign. The back is just the band, kind of in the desert. I think that's on the set of one of their music videos. I might be wrong, but I think that's correct. And then the inside is just they have kind of like a plaid cover for both records. There is 2 vinyls that come with this one. And then you just open it up here, and we've got a picture of each of the band members. And then I love my mama. There are some serious vibes when I listen to these. Some songs make you want to dance, some songs make you want to cry. There's just a little bit for everyone, so if you want to check them out, please do. They are very amazing. Next one is Norah Jones, Come Away With Me. This album is so relaxing. It has become one of my favorites when I was young. Again, introduced to it from my parents. Very jazzy, piano, slow vibes. If you need like a spa day, or you just want to like hang out in the bath and just light all the candles, this is such a good album for that. Her voice is so amazing, and her writing, and it's just so beautiful to listen to every time. It never gets old to me, this album. And I do like a lot of her other music as well, but this is definitely my #1 favorite of hers. Just got a picture of her on the front, and then the back is all of the songs and then their lyrics. And then we've just got the casing with the vinyl on the inside of this one. But if you ever need something to relax to, or just like put some music on while you're cooking or anything like that, this is definitely the record for that. So we love Norah Jones. All right, we're getting there, you guys. Next one, Sade. There are not enough good things I could say about Sade. She is such an amazing woman. I love her music. Her voice is so stunning. Actually, I got this album from my grandpa's old record collection, so he was a fan, and I believe that my dad has the same record in his collection. So it's just very everywhere, like you hear it. If the only song that you know by Sade is By Your Side, you need to educate yourself because she has so much good music out there. And again, it's very close with Norah Jones. If you want to relax and just have some soft music going on in the background of anything that you're doing, then I definitely suggest this. It's so amazing. It's always like a certain vibe when you want to put this type of thing on. But so on the front of this one, we've just got Diamond Life, which is the name of the album. Sade, little picture. The back is the track list, and then the inside is her with her band members here. And then this is just like the kind of the track list again, but with like shouting out thanks to everyone that had a kind of a part of the album. And then this is just the vinyl inside. And last, ladies and gentlemen, but certainly not least, the Joshua Tree. U2's 1987 album, so iconic. I believe this has a lot of the tracks that made them blow up. It's got all of the hits, With or Without You, Where the Streets Have No Name. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Hit after hit on this album, and it means a lot to me. I believe this is one of my dad's favorite records, and I think that that's why it has come on to me. This actually was his, from his collection. Shout out Papa Jack's for giving me a lot of his old vinyl. I treasure them, and this album, it makes me feel something. I don't know what it is, but I kind of even get emotional almost talking about it. It just is so nostalgic, and it makes me think of my dad, and the music on it is brilliant, and it's just so good. Like, every time I listen to it I get goosebumps, and it's very cool. It almost is like a piece of history. Well, all music is a piece of history, but this is such a specific piece of history to me, and I feel good every time I listen to this album. We've got on the front just the band with the Joshua Tree title on there, and then the back has the track list, and then some credits there, giving credit where it's due. The inside is a picture of the band. We've got Bono, such an icon. And then, yeah, this one we've just got a little poster here. This is original, you guys. This was my dad's, and I treasure this so much. It's so insane to me. So we've got a picture of the band, and then on the other side it is the lyrics to all of the music. And I will never hang that up because it is staying in this record where it belongs. If there's ever an album that everyone should hear, it's this. All right, you guys, that is my top 10 favorite albums right now, and those are constantly on repeat. If you like this video or you want to see more, then comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see. Music has definitely been a really big part of my life ever since I was young. A lot of these are impacted through my youth, and that is why they are my favorite to this day. Playing guitar has become a passion of mine through artists like some of these today. So all of these have such a big place in my heart. If you have not heard of any of these artists before today, I highly suggest checking them out. They will not disappoint. If you guys like this video and you want to see another one like it when I get more vinyls in the future, I could do like a part 2, my next 10 favorites or something like that. Let me know and I can do that. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in the next one.